my name is Ricki Jackson. I'm the care coordinator in the Orangewood Resource Center, and what drives my passion to support the youth that come through our doors is, I think, a combination of my own lived experience with some of the same traumas and struggles that our young adults and our youth go through, but also just I've got a general hardcore passion for mutual aid work and supporting my community. I think those are the two big things that drive me to support our youth every single day.
So my name is Juan S. I'm the Homeless Services Care Coordinator for the Resource Center. I support specifically with providing resources regarding housing, homeless services, addressing any immediate barriers they have towards those things. And I would say that what drives my passion is just getting a chance to be a part of those success stories, just helping them through it and just seeing those expressions they have when they're making significant progress and just getting to go through their own house for the first time. I feel like it really keeps me going every day.
I think the big important thing about the ORC providing that long-term kind of consistent mode of care, I think the thing that it really provides is that grace and that forgiveness. The light's always on here. We are consistently showing up, meeting our youth where they're at, forgiving and giving them grace when mistakes are made, because let's be real, everybody makes mistakes. I still make mistakes every single day. But I think by showing them that it's okay to make mistakes and pick yourself back up and get back on track, and consistently providing that grace and that guidance and that coaching and those life skills that's needed to maintain and also be consistent in their lives. It's not just us, so I think that's one of the big things that that consistency kind of provides.
I think it's a combination of, one, the way it enhances our case management and helps us kind of address those needs that sometimes get a little bit ignored, just because it covers so many different topics, so many different areas, it's not usually always discussed. So, one thing that I really like about it is that it talks about social connectedness as well as esteem, because all things that impact them in their day-to-day, like going to job interviews, being able to interact with service providers. So this really helps us kind of address those needs, kind of get really further into it and how we can support. And the other thing as well is that it allows us to track progress, because we're able to update these every couple months. So we're able to go in and update it as needed, and then just kind of show them the progress that they've made. I would say the best thing is definitely the ability to kind of visualize everything, because after you take the full survey, it shows you everything, color coordinates it, and scale from green to red, where you need these supports. So it really helps them really identify where they need that help and how we can begin moving forward. The other cool thing about it is because sometimes it's hard to notice the progress as you're making it, so it kind of helps when we're revisiting these every couple months to be able to go back, recomplete the survey, and kind of see what has changed in the past. So it's whether something now needs more support than you previously thought, or if you just see a lot more green and you're making a lot of successes, and we're able to kind of congratulate them and kind of continue working on it as we go.
I think one of the most important things about grassroots work, mutual aid, whether it be as a profession or just kind of in your day-to-day within your own community, I think one of the most important things is maximizing your resources, whether that be tangible resources or housing supports, employment referrals, and linkages to different programs. I think one of the most important things is to have options, and that all comes back to giving the power and the choice to the young adult. I don't believe in putting people in a box and saying, it's this way or nothing at all. By creating those wider, more global community relationships, you can expand the wealth of resources that this person has access to. And by connecting them to those resources, you break down those barriers that had kept them from accessing stable housing, a permanent job in the past, right? Just to name a couple of things. I think that, having those options and giving that choice back to the person who is receiving those supports is one of the most important things that having those relationships with community resources provides. I think that what I want to say to the world and to honor people who have been affected by trafficking, I think the thing that I want to really imbue into that population is choice. Bodily autonomy, the ability to make your own choices and take your own power back. That's what we do here. That's what the Freedom Lifemap provides. I think that being able to remind someone that they have a choice in how their life works and looks and I think that is one of the most important things for young adults and youth that are impacted by that.
What I want to see is just in general more awareness. I think that there's a lot of stigma and there's a lot of miscommunication or misunderstandings about what this looks like for a lot of people. Everybody's unique, everyone's facing their own situation, and there's no easy fix. But I do want to see more awareness, and I do want people to know that there's help out there for them and that there are people there willing to support.